I must have really offended some people with my last video about how when mediums I see and or mediums of entertainment, if you will. Yeah, like fucking, we don't like you. Fuck you. We're gonna make you fucking feel hurt. I Joey skin cancer or some shit right now. Like going around. Actually, yeah, I'm feeling like itches a little bit. I'm just fucking, too used to fucking, getting fucking, skin disease or internal disease for like fucking have an opinion fucking thought. And that fat, this and the other thing from before, I don't know who the fuck it is. Could have been my ex-girlfriend, could have been fucking Ben, going for fucking about bogey. So I don't know what the fuck you're referring to. Don't tell me to fucking shut the fuck up either. You don't like a thinking mind. You don't like my videos, just fucking don't watch. I get hard any fucking videos. What are you fucking complaining about, man? I'm not recording this just to fucking argue with somebody. You people argue with me in my fucking hand, bring it to the form of destruction, man. You already know that. You know, multiple fucking... And don't tell me the devil's annoyed or something retarded shit, because you're awful about it, some more and shit, man. You guys are beyond fucking ridiculous, you really are. Get my guitar, because we fucking like... What the fuck I look like for you, man? Free fucking, entertainment in your fucking mind? Where do you take my fucking, melody, my fucking notes and shit? Where do you take my fucking life? Like, I mean, am I making shit up? I don't live to entertain you fucking thoughts, bro. You corrupt my fucking thoughts. I'll talk whatever fuck I want to talk about. I have a mind that not just works, everybody's mind works. I like to think about things. I like to figure out, sometimes I like to categorize. I mean, not even categorize, see things for what they really are. And, there's things going around, like, what, I don't know what it has to do with movies, I guess, Drop Dead Fred. And some people said I was, I mean, I don't know the term. It's like, it's a mental fucking thing, Oh, the term was, well, she was just, delusional, she was. She had it was an imaginary friend from a childhood that came back, supposedly. I remember that movie. And I guess the joke was like, oh, you're just mad because you didn't get her number. But Joe Rogan would probably say some more degenerate stuff. It's like, that's like your fucking perception of everybody else. Or maybe that's you. Maybe it's your projection. I'm not like that. I'm not the one like, oh, I didn't get that person. I mean, I'm just gonna be like, mean to the character that she portrays in a movie or some shit. Like, what the fuck? Like, how minuscule headed are fucking people, man? I don't care for that kind of talk about me. I mean, I'll defend myself. It's like, it's kind of funny how you would see it that way. Yeah, like the thing that she worked on. I already said, I try to use an analogy about this. The thing with Drop Dead Fred, I mean, I really, it is kind of fascinating though. On a different spectrum, how, like, when we're children, we have imaginary friends. Imagine our imagination. Because you think about it, it could be like it could be a subconscious portraying like a being to guide us through. But in today's world, not just telepathy, apparitions, but telepathy and hallucinations. I experience people like maybe there's someone like in my imagination just like crawling in my face. What if children see that? You don't have evidence to like felines, cats, but they experience some sadness, sorrow when I think something, or some people don't like me because I make an interview. So like it happens all the time actually. Who knows what people get in children's minds? I mean that's disturbing to even think that, but it's a reality that it has to be confronted. Or even a conversation to be had, Yeah, but I always thought it was like a imagination of a child. Actually, I don't know if it has something to do with I mean, when people say unhappy childhood, I didn't have the best childhood, but I had an imagination, a different imagination. It wasn't the healthiest a lot of times. My cognitives did actually. So I could see how it could be something that actually I don't know. Huh. I mean, there are bears over here. That's bear. That's a little man. I call him a little guy. Depends. I forgot what I originally called him. But whoever had it before, or let's just say someone in the store sold it. I mean, let's just say possessed the being, but they could make mimic that bear's a being. Actually, I had that experience. You know. So I think that's like when children play with dolls, I think it's an actual being or something like it actually lives. You know. I don't know if there's people making doing something, communicating with that child, that lesson. It's a reality, and I spent some time I once in a while I haven't done it anymore. I said, oh hey, little guy took like this stuffed animal. But I experienced I found that bear. Actually, no, I bought it. I bought it. It was as a yard sale, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, or a garage sale or something. Oh, no, actually, it wasn't a garage sale. So who knows, the owner or someone that had to be, I mean, someone that, it could be anybody actually, think about it. And it hasn't happened in a while because I don't say hi to that stuffy bear. But there's a thing like when you buy goods that are owned by some people, you gotta be very careful because they will haunt and taunt you, especially haunting. Really, what it's called. I mean, it's just say you have an item. It's a form of possession, and now it's starting. It's like a for me. I mean, it's it's a lot. It's a logical to actually put that much energy to an item, and then someone else has, and you actually communicate with an individual. I mean, that's just something else. The term possession, actually, possessing an item and possessing someone else has it, and that it's a possession of theirs. The terminology things, I'm not saying those individuals will possess a being, but it feels like they possess that item. Yeah, the safest thing. So that's some people mentally telepathically, you know. You shouldn't go to like any stores or like don't get that. They're gonna haunt you with that. You know who had that? It's like should I rely on that? It's like someone told me there's something in my kitchen. That's one of the reasons I didn't do any dishes. I didn't cook anything, or like I got really depressed actually.